Hello everyone, and welcome to a dreary, drizzly day on my vanilla Minecraft server. Unfortunately, the whole sleep to clear the rain thing doesn't quite work right. You can only sleep at night. Oh well. In between episodes, I've been doing a bit of flattening. Mostly just trying to even things out. And well, I've done quite a bit, especially over this side. I brought this hill down a smidgen, and then over where the courthouse goes is where most of it's taking place, along with, I think part of this is the plaza, part of it is, yeah, town square. Went over here, town square. Part of it's town square, and it also crosses the road and over to whatever that thing is. We'll go clear the weather here in a minute. Or not. Post office. I was threatening to sleep it away, and it went away. And the majority of what I've done is actually over here. A very large part of it is back in a forest and over to here, but the courthouse area, I believe this is the courthouse area. And then over there was town hall. So, yeah, it's all been smoothed out a bit. Should be just about time for me to be able to take a nap. Come on. Come on, son. A little further. There we go. Alright. And I've also done a little bit of smoothing over on this side over here. Just flattening terrain takes large quantities of time. Like the library here. And not as long, but some of it took longer than others. All the way over here, which I think this is the area I had said would be where the cathedral goes. Although I'm not really seeing any signs. I might have said back there. Yeah. Back here. But then I've been doing some research on that subject. I think I might want to put it over here instead. But I did actually say at one point that everything is subject to change. I'm thinking I might put it over here because the shops. That actually would fit, but on top of a nice plateau, and the orientation was wrong. It should be facing this way when you look at the main door. So yeah, that's a thing too. Yeah. As for the scale of it, I've had a couple of ideas, and actually I thought we could spend some time over my creative world where I've been toying around with it a little bit. Spent a few hours working on it. Just trying to get the scaling right and the roof line correct and whatnot. I'll meet you guys over there. Alright, we're back. And there's a few things I've laid out with iron blocks. Over here, this is actually the bounding box for Our Lady of Paris. And for those of you who don't understand what Our Lady of Paris is, you need to learn some French. Notre Dame means Our Lady. And so, it's Our Lady of Paris. but the Gothic cathedral there, because I like the design of it, although this is if I was doing a 1-to-1 scale of it. And I've also poked around at some other designs. Over here, it's a scaled up version, sort of, but I'm not 100% happy with it. To me, the roof just doesn't feel like it's lining up quite the way I want it to. And so, I do like the detail, and I got some of the flying buttresses in. That I don't mind as much, although the angle is still off on that. And I like the size of it, but from looking at more images of actual cathedrals, the edge of the roof is in the wrong spot. It would really need to be over this way a bit. Like about, maybe a little further over than that. It would need to be about there, which isn't going to work right on this particular build. But that does mean that the sidewalls here would be a lot taller. So I'm thinking about switching it around and doing a 20-20-20 design. What I have over here. So basically each section would have the doors in the middle, which I should actually have on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right there would be a door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. But basically the doors would go there. And the way that they're usually set up on the actual cathedral is this part would be one tower. This part would be the other tower for the west facade. And then the shorter part is here in the middle, and the actual roof line tends to end somewhere over here. Which makes the aisle part over here, and it also makes your angles look a lot better, I think. So I think that's what we're going to go with on our actual server. And I think I want to cut here, and then I'm going to get a fair amount of work done just trying to lay the thing out more or less correctly. And I'll bring you guys back when I've got it all laid out. And we're back. I've spent many hours working on it off and on. But unfortunately, I'm not able to completely do everything I wanted to do before finishing this episode out. But I've got most of it in place. Jeez, early morning. But anyways, as you can see, we've got our 3 doors in place. And I'm thinking about, when I was debating on how to do this, I was thinking, what if we just do it in multiples of 20? And so that's what we've got here. For the moment, it's basically just a dirt platform, 1 block underneath of where our outline is. And I don't think we're going to be pushing too hard to finish it all in one go. I still have quite a bit of clearing up to do and leveling, but this should give you an idea of what it's going to look like. Let's take a look at it from the air. Go for a fly. It's done that stupid thing where the mouse sensitivity turns up to its maximum setting without actually having to be set at its maximum setting. But yeah, we got our door here. It looks a little funny now because I was measuring, but it is actually the correct shape. Shape of a Latin cross. So, and that's the east end. I actually kind of spaced on it, but I don't have the rounded part at the far end, at the east end, that you would normally have on one of these. For the moment, it's just kind of squared off, but it's just a simple matter of going to plots. When clearing the interior, part of this is in a forest, and it looks like it's going to be extending over that way a smidgen more, which I forgot about when I was clearing the trees, but that's okay because it's not, doesn't look too awful bad on this side. Mostly, it's largely been a matter of filling in the ground. And there's a tunnel there. But yeah. Other than that, I think it's coming along fairly well. I did go back to base and grab a bunch of dirt. And there's more dirt. We're taking full advantage of the... I think I started with something like 7 double chests of dirt. Just dirt. And there's several of grass, too, back at base. Yeah, back at home. This is actually where there was a vanilla village a long time ago. And so this tunnel actually goes back to spawn. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or not. I think I might. And then just make it kind of... It's going to be interesting trying to integrate it into our new build. And somewhere around here there was, in fact, the vanilla generated church. So, yeah, that's the thing. But that's why some of the land looks a little funny currently. It's not that I filled it in this way. There was a village here. When I took all the villagers, there ended up being one lone survivor, but the zombies got to him in the end. Come on. Oh, I had dirt on me. Yeah, that drives me nuts. I'll find occasionally little holes here and there. This drives me nuts. But in any event, I don't want to ramble on too awful much because I wasn't able to completely finish the thing, unfortunately. And at the same time, there's not really a whole lot left to show without making more major progress. Yeah, I don't know if I showed this in a previous episode or not, but just some cows that I had found, and some of them are over at Isaac's base, some of them are still here. Those aren't going to be staying there, that's for sure. In any event, I'm getting a bit rambly again. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. It's a little bit shorter than the usual episode, but that's okay. They don't all have to be exactly the same length, do they? In any event, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I do hope you liked one of our new big build projects. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed the video and you're really enjoying the series, do be sure you subscribe. And you can subscribe by clicking my little Minecraft guy's face on the screen. And you can also check out some of the other videos of mine as well. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.